Hello again, welcome back to the channel. This is John from Flippin Ain't Easy, and in today's video I want to talk to you guys about a method that I have been using just recently, and it looks promising, and I wanted to share it with you guys. For those of you guys who just want to try something different with your store, we're still in the summer slowdown, so it's definitely anything can help right now, and I think it's helping me. Definitely, it's just one of those things where we just got to power through the next 3 or 4 weeks. But in the meantime, it doesn't hurt to try. And this is something that I would recommend to do. A lot of you guys already go in and use the bulk edit feature in the Seller Hub to refresh your store. And this method is one where you are constantly bringing the price down of your items in very small increments. And you're basically telling the algorithm in eBay that you're lowering your prices. And I would recommend doing this every day as part of your routine. And that's what I'm doing after I get my remaining shipping that I didn't get the night before, like any overnight shipments that come in. I get those done, and then I jump into this process, and I'm going to show it to you right here. But essentially what it is any item in your store that's over $25, you're lowering the price by 0.5%. So if it's a $100 item, you're lowering it by 50 cents. The second part of the process is any item that's under $25 and more than 10, you're lowering by 0.2%. So, again, you're talking like 25 cents on a $25 item. So it's not a lot, and it's not really designed to make an impact immediately. This is a long-term kind of process that will allow your item to eventually hit that magic number, that market price. And I say market price because that is what sells your item. It's not the price you set, it's the price your customer wants to pay. And once you finally get that item down in price to that sweet spot, that market price, then that customer who's looking for your item will now maybe buy your item that's been sitting in your store for weeks, maybe months. And I noticed the last few days, a lot of stuff that I've had in my store for very long periods of time, like 3, 4, 5, 6 months, out of the blue is selling because I've been utilizing this, and it's been knocking the price down consistently and showing eBay constant activity. So definitely worth a try. Let's go over to my computer, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. So as you can see here, I'm in the Seller Hub, and I'm using my wife's account because she's not selling on eBay anymore. I find that it's easier for me to pull the listings over from her account onto mine. So that's what I've been doing. We're down to about 93. A few more days and this will be pretty much down to 0. I find it's a lot easier to run one person running one store than running two. And we each had our own store per se because it sort of lent a little bit more accountability to the process. She worked on hers, I worked on mine. But since I'm going to be working on the inventory myself, I'm growing my main store, and I think that's kind of the best way to proceed. So now we're here, and what I want to show you is a way that you can do this daily to not only refresh your store. A lot of people do the refresh option, and I'm going to show you that here to sort of show activity to eBay and refresh the store. But I'm going to show you, it's a similar process, but it's not just showing eBay activity. You're actually being proactive and lowering your price, being proactive, and I think that it's helping me the last couple days, with my sales. I believe things that really have been sitting around in my store are starting to move. And so I'm going to continue to do this. And the process that I do is I get up in the morning, I complete my shipping, whatever shipping I didn't finish the night before, and I go in and I send my offers that I have, and then what I do is I go in and I do this process. Now, what you may want to do, and in fact, I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to do this first before I send my offers, because whenever you have outstanding offers, eBay doesn't allow you to change anything. And then we're going to change the price on this today. So it's a change I'm going to make to my morning routine. So what I do is after I do my shipping, I'll come here and I have these items and I want to go to my current price, and I will click on that. Now, if you don't have current, you should have current price, and your layout might be different because I've used the customize table option to customize my layout, and I would advise you to do that as well. So what I've done is I want my current price to show the high to low. So that's now my highest price item left in the store is $199. So I'm going to just click on the actions button, or the this box next to the action column, and that's going to highlight or select every listing. Now the goal is this. I want to focus on any item that's over $25. So I'm going to go through here, and I'm sorry for the motion on the screen, but I'm going to need to go through here, and I'm going to go, I don't want to lower my prices with this formula that I'm going to do if it's already $25. So if it's $25.49, so I'm going to go on this listing and I'm going to deselect all these that are below that $25.49, because I am going to apply a different formula for those lower priced items. So right now I'm looking at anything that's over $25. Now, a caveat on this process, it's really important that you understand your cost of goods and what you're in for most items. Now, most items I'm in for about $5 on average. Some are around $2, some are around $10, okay? And that's fine, because even if I'm moving an item and after shipping and fees I get my money back, then I'm going to take that money and flip it into another product anyway. So it's not about being in the storage business, storage unit business. We're here to flip items. Yes, we want to make money, but you know, if an item is sitting in your store for weeks on end, you're really just tying up space and you're not making money. So this is a process you can utilize that's going to help you move that inventory. That's what it's about. So now I've selected all my listings, and I have this sort of blown up on the screen so it's easier for you to read, but all my listings over $25, I'm going to click edit, and I'm going to edit selected, not edit all 93. If you use this bottom portion, it's going to take every listing you have regardless of if you selected it. So make sure you hit edit selected, and it's going to do its thing. It's going to go through and find, in this case it's 34 listings, okay? And then I'm going to select all of them, and by doing that you select the top box, right? And so now I want to edit fields, and I want to click on price, quantity, best offer, okay? And now I want to decrease by, so you want to go buy it now price, decrease by, okay? And I want to do 0.5, so I want to decrease my prices by 0.5% on anything that's over $25, okay? And you know, if you're talking a $100 item, it's going to bring it down by 50 cents. You're doing this every day, and it's bringing your prices down very, very slowly over time. Because see, here's the thing, and I wanted to make a video on this, and I might just do that, but you don't set the prices. I mean, you can set your prices, but what's going to happen is that the market, you're just going to be sitting on items. The market is what's pricing your items. So if you sell an item, that means that the market has considered your item to be priced appropriately. And so that's the number one thing I think a lot of people lose sight on, is they set a price, they set it, they forget it, they never go back and revisit it. They're busy listing new items, and things just sit stagnant in their store. So what I say to do, and what I'm doing, is to go in and daily make this a habit. Anything over 25 bucks, you are lowering your price by 0.5%. So that's what I did here. And then simply I'm going to hit submit changes, and then it wants you to confirm and submit. So we've done that here. Hit OK. Now the second phase of this, okay, and it may be better in hindsight of this, it may be better to do this sort of backwards in that the next phase that I'm going to do right now is any listing that is under $25, so it's still in the order of price. So I will click on all of these again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just scroll down to where it's over 25 bucks, okay, and I'm going to deselect the top ones, okay, get rid of that, and I think we're dealing with like 60 listings that are under $25. So I've done a pretty good job of moving most of the higher priced items in this store over to my store. And in addition to that, I'm also optimizing the listings and making them a little bit more, the photos better, the titles better, adding more information to the description, that kind of thing. So now in this one, I'm going to hit edit, and again, edit selected, and it's going to think about it for a minute. Okay. Now, caveat here, there's some prices here that are under $10. I don't want to go under $10 on a lot of this stuff. So there's some I'm going to deselect, and I would recommend that the previous screen where you're going through and deselecting anything that's over $10, and I'm not going to worry about it so much here, but I would only do this second option for items between $10 and $25. Now, if your cost of goods is already high, this may not be something that you're interested in doing. But if you have low cost of goods relatively, then I would suggest going ahead and doing the second part of the process. So you want to go edit fields. You select all of them, edit fields, and then price, quantity, best offer, and then buy it now. You want to decrease by, and in this case, we're going to decrease the amount by 20%. Okay, so on a $25 item, you're probably decreasing the item by merely 30-40 cents. I haven't done the math on that, and you can put, but don't go below, and I'm going to put $10. So anything that I already have that's under $10, it will not allow it to be affected by this. Okay, and this is very similar to that tool that eBay has on the app they give to beginning sellers, and it's sell it fast or whatever they call it, and after a while it goes away. But it's a good tool. I wish I actually had it for my store. I would save myself some time with these steps, but this is one way you can utilize this and do it daily, so you can continually bring your prices down until you hit that sweet spot, that market spot where the market is now dictating what your price is, because once that customer sees that price that they like, they're going to jump on it. Again, provided you have the good title, provided you have good photos, it's the price that really is going to make a difference. So I'm going to hit submit changes here and then confirm and submit, and it looks like it likes it. Volume discount, create or update failed for one listing. That's fine. I'm not going to go and look for that one listing. And there we go. So not only does this give activity, so I had $199.99. It's now $198.97 on this comforter. And I don't even know what the pricing is. I have to go in, and as I transfer this to my other store, I'm going to check the prices out on these items. But this I wanted to use this as an example to you, so you see one thing that you can do daily, being proactive with your store. It took 5 minutes, and if you do this every day, it should help your sales, provided the other two aspects of your listing are intact, your title and your photos. So there you have it. What do you guys think? Please comment down below. Tell me your thoughts on this. We're talking 5 minutes out of your day. It's not going to take a long time to do, and it can't hurt. You can sit on your prices, but again, I think a lot of it is really determined by what your cost of goods are. So if you're into an item for, let's say, a $40 item that you have up for sale on eBay, and you're into it for 20 bucks, you're not going to have a lot of room to work with because you have shipping, eBay fees, and maybe this is not a good formula for you. But if you're like me and you're into the item for no more than $10, but on average about $5, and you have 30, 40, 50, 60, $100 items that are just sitting in your store, yeah, when you first priced it, maybe you thought that the price was fair, but your customer doesn't think that. And this is a way to gradually bring down the item price until you find that sweet spot. Now, kudos to the YouTuber I saw talk about this. I watched a YouTuber about 6 months ago talk about this, and I kind of wrote it down. I never really messed with it, but recently I got my notes out and I said, you know what, I'm going to try that, and it works. So small sample size, I know, and I'm going to keep reporting back to you. Please report down below your findings if you decide to do this. It would be very helpful not only to me but to others who are curious about this. And but while you're at it, while you're commenting down below, please do me a favor, help the channel, hit that like button if this information is useful, subscribe to the channel, and of course hit that notification bell, because I do plan on going live again here very soon to answer your questions. So it would be great that you're notified so you can be involved in that as well. So guys, no matter how you decide to do your pricing, whether you're going to continue going down the path that you're going down, maybe it's working for you, or maybe you're going to give this a try, just know that flipping ain't easy, and we're going to talk to you guys very soon. Have a great rest of your week.